When someone requests a ride, it seems really simple. You open the app, you get an upfront price, you confirm, and feels like that's it, but that can't be it, right?
I'm so glad it looks that simple from the outside, because the truth is, behind the scenes, there's a ton of complexity as we try and figure out all of the variables that it takes and distill it down to that one number.
How does Uber arrive at the price that riders pay?
It starts by trying to predict the estimated time and distance for the trip you're about to take. We try and predict all the likely routes that a driver could take to go from where you are to where you need to be.
But why give the price up front rather than at the end?
Providing the upfront price removes all of the guesswork and the risk.
So if people know the price, then they're going to be more comfortable taking the trip.
By being upfront, we expand access, as riders with more information can make more confident choices and know with certainty what they're going to pay by the end. And more confidence means more trips and more earnings for drivers.
Speaking of drivers, I think ours is here.
Oh, excellent.
Hey, Shanae.
Yes, are you Katherine?
I am, hi. The rider price is comprised of the estimated time and distance, but what else?
So we start with the estimated time and distance. Then we make adjustments based on time of day and route. We call that route-based pricing. We also make adjustments for shared rides, and we make adjustments based on supply and demand. We call that surge pricing.
What goes into the driver fare?
The driver fare is always calculated on the actual time and distance of that specific trip. There may also be long pickup fees, or if the rider took too long coming down, there may be an additional wait fee.
But what happens if there's something unexpected and the trip takes a lot longer? Does the driver just earn less?
Absolutely not. The driver always earns based on the actual time and distance for that trip. When we match a rider and a driver, it's really important to us that the driver earns for the actual work they do. And the difference between what the rider pays and what the driver earns is known as the Uber service fee. Smitha Shyam, who's our head of rider pricing engineering, will tell you all about that when we get back to the office.
Smitha, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. What happens when the actual driver fare is higher than the estimated rider price?
That's an excellent question. That's where Uber service fee comes in. The service fee varies from trip to trip and gives us the flexibility to align to the different needs of our riders and drivers.
On most trips, everything goes as predicted and Uber receives a service fee. But there are exceptions.
As in when someone requests an Uber pool, and we have discounted the rider as though multiple passengers would be on the trip, but then only one gets matched and picked up. In those rare instances, Uber takes a loss and the driver always earns for the actual time and distance of the trip.
The service fee is how Uber makes money though, right?
Yes, that's the fee the drivers pay. The service fee goes to fund development, support, operations, and other important things.
Well, I feel like I have a much better handle on all the parts that move together in this. Thank you so much for taking me through it.
Glad I was able to help.
Ensuring pricing serves riders and drivers. That's what moves us.